Here's something for everyone out there. Why are we all voting yes, no on the Constitution? Easy, because the Aboriginals out there want to say they can rule white man, like the way they slagged off at the migrants. Hey, do they really know where they came from 60,000 years ago? Well, they came from Africa. Not 65, 60,000 years ago. But here's another thing. Have a look where they really came from. Oh, quote unquote, they're supposed to be native. Um, Before they came here, this was part of a superhighway. So how can they say they're native? Another thing, stop slagging off about us, what you call us, European mob. Well, we're not just European here in Australia, mate. So stop pissing people off. I want to put this straight down to the beneficial point of saying no means no, yes means yes. But hang on, a cross and a tick doesn't mean it. You have to write no or yes. What about the people that are too old? Do they get a vote? Yes, they do. And if they can't write yes and no, it goes to the yes campaign, which is what I'm sick of on TV. Child exploitation on TV, hooking up with Afghanistanis, which have only been in Australia for 3 months, and showing them how to vote on Facebook for the Yes campaign. Another little hint out there. They're doing illegal things. They're hooking up, even though they're slagging migrants off, calling us God knows what underneath their breath and behind their backs. They're telling the Afghanistans and other people, plus the ones that wear the lovely burqas and everything, how to vote, even the Muslims, how to vote yes, how to vote us in, how to help us. We'll help you if you help us. I've heard it all. And how about we look at what they call us Australian white people who have helped them with medical, help them when they're in trouble with food, money, accommodation. How about we look at what they done to us when we told them no in Northern Territory, no to the alcohol and everything. The alcohol ban came in. What did those bloody Aboriginals do again? Well, I could tell you they smashed into things, belted people like they done in Brisbane. They put 20 people to 30 people in hospital. But hang on, Australia's supposed to be a tourist mecca, are we not? Why are we having this BS here with the Aboriginals? Because they want the Constitution changed. But on the other hand, they want us to pay the rent. They want to abolish Australia Day. They want to abolish days that we made through the Constitutional Act. If they get in, we lose our rights to be Australia. They'll even change, if they could, the name, the flag. We would become the Republic of what I don't know. I'm going to say this. Were we not conquered by Captain Cook in Australia? Did he not walk on our land and proclaim it to be part of the Queen's country? Did we not have a say to say on what we are? And do we not have the right to turn around to them and tell them no means no? Australia is its own country, not someone to rule from another part of the world that came here, said we're going to just sit here and stay here in no undue manner. And by the way, you're only 60,000 years old in the world. Have a look at the Egyptians. We were around before Christ. We were around before the Lord's Son walked the earth. Egypt was around before then. So was Rome. So was other countries. You're young. European people were around before yous even thought of walking here. You've got the Inuit, you've got other countries that were around as well. You've got many more people in the world that are older in generation than yous. So why do you say you're the best in the world too? A, because of your colour, B, because of your attitude, or C, because you suck? All of the above. Yous used to sniff petrol and get high on it. You used to still do the odd joint or two and cry when you get busted. You commit murder and expect to walk away from it now because of your colour. What else do yous do? You thieve, you steal, you write graffiti, you foul-mouthed up the street. You're everything and more, and you think you're the best thing on earth. I hate to say, over in another part of the world called the Philippines, who is the Republic of the Philippines, other countries like Thailand, Vietnam, Asian countries, yous go over there. Yous don't get a say at what you do. No one does, because you can't understand their language. Is that why you slag off at them over here? Is that why I seen one of yous in Grand Central walk up to an Asian chick, tell her to go home, and then spat on her? Walked away. I'm black, man. I can do whatever I want. That's the way you spoke. I don't like that attitude from yous. How about yous have respect? Show respect. You've got your voice there, NIACC. Why don't you stop your hubbubbing and get on with your living? I've had enough. We all have. Come the 14th, I hope yous all fall on your face the no gets in. And Anthony Albanese will have to then do what he said he was going to do. Resign. Yous will be thrown out. He's going to leave in 26. 24, Labor's going to be shown the door, I hope. And in 26 again. So there'll be no more garbage like yous trying to do the upheavaled evil of making our lives worse than what it is. We've already got hypocrisy and all the rest of shit. We don't need any more garbage from yous. We've got a new Lord and ruler, King Charles. Now, I think he'd like to have a word about this too, if he could, and tell yous all to bloody shut up and bugger off. I think we're all about sick of it. I'm sick of seeing the children on there saying what they'd like to do because they're coloured. Why don't they get off their bum and stop playing their bloody Nintendos and shit like that and get out and do something? Get out and do what they want to do. Life does not change because of your colour. It changes because of your attitude and your outlook. If you've got a bad attitude and a bad outlook on life, of course you're going to feel like garbage because you think everyone else is garbage. You think you're above everyone. But I beg to differ. We're all one thing underneath the skin. Flesh, blood and bone. So why don't you just take a good look at yourselves? Stop playing around. Stop messing with minds. Stop messing with everyone's mind. Like you're good at doing when you're on drugs. Like you're good at doing when you're doing all that shit and more. Why don't you just take a good look at yourselves? Sure, some of yous, yes, one of my friends was an Aboriginal. His name was Chris. He was from the stolen generation. He used to get that pissed. He used to belt his white wife. Yes, he was married to a white woman. He had 3 beautiful children. But do you know what he done in the end? A black copper kept harassing him up the street, breathalyzing him, one of his own colour. He got sick of it. One morning, he wrote a note to his wife, walked out, put the noose around his neck, kicked the trailer out from underneath himself, and hung himself because of that black cop. Kept pushing it, taking him to court, taking him to jail, taking him to anywhere he felt like doing him. He would have been this year, close to 60, if he had not been harassed, coerced, abused by his own colour in a uniform. Now that's social base racism. Yous are doing outright, outlandish racism to the white, ethnic colouring of other countries. But on the other hand, no one knows this, yous have got yes with yous, Afghanistan people, voting on Facebook, which have only been in Australia for 3 months. Now this is not right. You're on one hand racist to the ones that have helped you, but on the other hand, you're sucking up to them to get in. But do you know that you got to pay Peter to keep Paul quiet, or Paul takes out Peter and the one who pays him? So I hope you like knowing that. As my grandfather said, there's 3 people you never trust in the world. One who walks with a stick that swears in his own language, one who shoots you, and one who backstabs you. Well, you black people have done all that and more to us. That's why I never trusted yous, and I never will. I'm a loner, in one way. But by geez, you cross my path, you'll pay dearly. I'm only telling you that now. Come the 14th, you won't find me, because I'm not going to be in any polling booth, because I'm damn near sure I'm going to face up to you lot acting like children. I'm going to say this now to everyone out there. If you want to get your no votes in, do it ahead of time. It starts tomorrow. Alrighty? Here in Queensland. Cheers. Bye.